Hey everyone, Ryan here with Fluorescent. Performance metrics and speed scores can be intimidating, complete with their fair share of accompanying acronyms and a slew of technical terms triggering a bit of that test anxiety. But fear not, for today we're going to be doing a surface-level demystification of the world of online store performance and its connection to industry markers such as Google Lighthouse and the speed score in your Shopify admin. Just a heads up that this is only a cursory overview intended to inform, so if you're looking specifically for a tutorial on gaming performance, perhaps this video will be a bit of a miss for you. But hey, please take a moment to like and subscribe anyway. Thank you! Now, so you're having a great day, and so you log into your Shopify admin and pop on over to your theme section to check on how things are going. When you get there, you see a number, a horrifically low number, as made evident by the accompanying near-empty gauge graphic and foreboding message. This is your speed score, and oh man, it's in the 50s. Time to panic, right? Well, hang on. Not necessarily. Speed scores aren't a pass or fail grade, and a lower score doesn't mean your storefront is dysfunctional. Not at all. It's important to say this up front, that more content-heavy sites and ones that utilize extensive feature sets can naturally lead to having a slower speed score, but in our experience, it's usually worth taking the hit. Speed scores and rankings of the sort don't always tell the whole story about your online store's real-world experience. They're just one piece of a much larger puzzle and a good marker for those looking to optimize user experience on a deeper level. Without wading too far out of depth for this video, TLDR, in their current state, Shopify's speed scores are simulated in a test environment based on Google Lighthouse metrics, and an estimation of what kind of performance a user will experience at any given time. As of the time of this video, performance scores grounded in real-world metrics are the intended goal for Shopify, but this is yet to manifest. I dropped a link to Shopify's official Help Center doc on speed scores in the description below. At Fluorescent, we prioritize fast load times with our themes, but achieving warp speed isn't our prime directive. And honestly, it shouldn't be yours either. Striking a balance between performance, accessibility, quality of content, and a satisfying user experience is the key to creating an engaging customer journey. So we try to emphasize the motions necessary to make that a reality. Customers want to browse, compare, window shop, and aren't typically compelled to sprint at full speed through a featureless, content-devoid wasteland and still have the confidence to provide their credit card information at the checkout, if they make it that far. Your online store's overall performance is crucial for a great shopping experience. Like we said before, scores aside, it all boils down to UX, or user experience. Changes in page load times might not be noticeable, but if your storefront can be physically perceived as slow by your customers, creating a disjointed experience such as encountering delays when clicking on specific calls to action, well, then you've got yourself an issue worth addressing. We don't want visitors losing focus waiting for your site to load, or getting frustrated and clicking the same call to action numerous times only to get a delayed or repeat response once the load manages to catch up. We want to ensure that navigation, product discovery, and customer journey from landing to checkout all go as smoothly as possible. Accessibility is another critical aspect of a website's overall performance, and we would be remiss to omit it. While not a direct factor affecting ranking and search engine algorithms, or page speed for that matter, it can still have a profound effect on user experience. By optimizing your storefront for usability, you ensure a solid experience for all your visitors. Themes that are available in the Shopify theme store are required to adhere to specific Web Content Accessibility Guidelines, or WCAG. This ensures the theme can be navigated intuitively using a keyboard and is compatible with screen readers. You may have heard that site speed can impact SEO. This is true, to some extent, but the most critical factor affecting SEO is definitely your website's content, both in quality and quantity, using many massive images for products, for example. Tools to measure your site's speed and performance are abundant, but many compare your stores to all varieties of websites. This can be like comparing e-commerce apples to non-e-commerce, durians? Shopify's online store speed report is more useful as it contrasts your online store with other Shopify stores, specifically ones that are similar to your own, providing a much clearer and more relevant picture. Remember, speed scores are relative and are recalculated frequently, making them subject to change with updates or additions to your storefront. However, the most important metric, again, is user experience. It's best to focus on the quality and intent of your content, features, and overall usability, rather than fixating on metrics. As mentioned, we've crafted our themes with performance as our top priority. Every release and feature is optimized, balancing speed with quality. We automatically adjust image size and file formats, utilizing lazy loading and other techniques to conserve resources and enhance responsiveness. Your theme can be lightning fast, but other factors impact overall page speed. Some are simply outside of your control, such as Shopify's infrastructure, customer devices, and theme code. But let's focus on some of the factors that you can control. First things first, it's important to keep your theme updated. We're constantly iterating and releasing new versions of our themes to optimize for performance, so best practice is to regularly check for the theme notifications and update to the latest version when eligible. If you're unsure of this process, I've added a link to the description below to our handy theme update guide. One of the best ways to ensure a performant online store is to consider using a minimalist approach. Minimalist doesn't necessarily mean reducing things down to their bare bones, but to limit the number of images, autoplay videos, and sections on any given page by being very selective about when and how you use them. Less can most certainly be more, and allows for instances where visuals are used with intention and remain impactful to overall design, and as a result, page speed will improve. This also tends to lend to a more breathable experience as well. Next, be cautious when using apps or adding custom code. App bloat is a real thing, and it's as undesirable as it sounds. Remove any unused apps and review customizations to ensure they're still useful. Small incremental changes are key to finding the right balance. Also, save versions of your theme, so changes can easily be rolled back. It's one of the most crucial best practices when it comes to maintaining the health of your storefront. And there you have it. It bears repeating that achieving the perfect speed score isn't the goal here. It's best to put the focus on creating a balanced, coherent, and effective online store. Check for theme updates, streamline or remove any unnecessary elements, and evaluate the impact of each feature and its potential impact on load times. There are, of course, more advanced approaches to gaming performance, but that's a conversation for another day. These straightforward tips should get you well on your way without being overwhelming or having you pulling out too many wires all at once. Thanks for checking out our videos. I've dropped a link to Fluorescent's user guides for these features in the description below. And please don't hesitate to reach out to our support team if you could use a hand or some advice on how to use them to their full potential. They're happy to assist. Until next time.